It's TBIC, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Parliament, USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. This episode of TBIC is brought to you by Mecca Care LLC. Mecca Care LLC located at 5025 Germantown Avenue. If you have a loved one, you're looking to get home care services for your loved one, or you don't know where to start to get home care services for your loved one, reach out to Mecca Care, 215-644-8341. That's 215-644-8341. So let's jump into this episode of TBIC. Breaking news in the NFL, Josh Allen just signed a lucrative deal to remain a quarterback for the Buffalo Bills through the 2030 season. This is an extension. The deal was 6 years, $330 million. Will be, but like I say, will be signed through 2030 with $250 million guaranteed. Everyone knows that Josh Allen has been the anchor for that team. I mean, running the ball, passing the ball, been a leader. They fell short in the AFC Championship game, but they'll be right back next year as long as they have a quarterback like Josh Allen, in my opinion. This deal was a no-brainer. You want to lock him in as long as you can because you understand the potential of this kid. He's still fairly young, still has a lot of room to grow and get better, and I see them being very, very competitive next season. The only thing I think that the Buffalo Bills need to do is probably get some more weapons for him down there. I think that the weapons that he have can be upgraded. Upgrade the weapons along with keeping him intact with that good offensive line and have a pretty good defense. So we'll see what happens if they're able to, get some weapons around Josh Allen, in my opinion. Your thoughts?
Man, this was coming. I knew this was going to happen. These teams now they're in a haste to sign dudes that's mega stars, and rightfully so with Josh Allen. Josh Allen just signed a $330 million contract extension, $250 guaranteed. 250 guaranteed. Like, this money is getting passed around at an alarming rate, but it's rightfully due. When you sit back and you think about it, these dudes deserve this type of payday. Josh Allen has been performing. He has, I want to say outperforming, but as you can see, the team and the ownership thought it was a must to get this squared away and done with him before any more time go past, or it could be to set the bar for these new players that's coming up underneath Josh Allen or on the same tier as Josh Allen. Get ahead of the curve to where as though they already set the bar what the number is going to be for a quarterback of his caliber. So it was needed, and it was rightfully so. Yeah. This contract signing of Josh Allen, and I like it. I like and like you said, they still need a few other pieces. A couple wide receiver to go on the other side of the player that they got there. Who they got down in there?
I mean, they have a few notable wide receivers down there on their team, but they don't have a superstar.
Nobody not that noticeable because I don't remember who they
have. They don't have a superstar. They got rid of Diggs, so they don't have a superstar receiver, someone that's a big play threat.
I just hope that they ain't spend it all in one spot. You understand what I'm saying? When I say that, I heard that they gave the league a extra bit of money at each team to add to their cap, when they can go either direction or whatever. But you still got to be cautious of how you spending this money because now, when it's time to sign a player in another needed area, it won't be there.
Yeah, but a lot of these teams like Buffalo, they kind of believe in building their team offensively through the offensive line, the quarterback, and then they can probably get some receivers in the draft. In my opinion, I think there's some good young receivers, some good young talent in the draft that they can get, which will ultimately help Josh Allen. In my opinion, anything else you want to add in regards to this Josh Allen signing?
Man, only thing I want to add is just way to go, Josh. Now go out there and go get it.
Yeah,
go get it now. This is when you get contracts like this, at the bottom of underneath the signature should be said, go get it. And that's just it.
All right. So, moving on from Josh Allen, there was an actual trade. The Steelers, have just obtained the wide receiver DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks.
Huge signing.
And he also agreed after the trade to a 5-year, $150 million extension. Now, adding this receiver along with the receivers that they already have over there with Pittsburgh, DK Metcalf, everybody knows he's a baller. He's a physical receiver. He goes up.
When the last time you seen Pittsburgh pay a wide receiver like that?
Yeah, but just going on, so I'm saying you see a receiver like DK Metcalf, somebody like this, like him, the caliber player, this physical specimen that you can throw the ball to. Now The only thing with this is who's going to be the quarterback down there.
That's what I was just ready to say.
So, but
they
even
still got Fields down there now.
yeah, but they still have Fields. They still have Wilson up there still on the roster as well.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's going into free agency. But you have DK Metcalf, a receiver that you can rely on, throw the ball to downfield. I mean, they struggle a little bit in the playoffs of not being able to pass the ball downfield or having a physical playmaker. Now they got DK Metcalf
Right there on the other
team.
side of Pickett.
So yeah, so now you see what happens. You get this offense.
That possibly can be one of the best duels in football right now. Now we just got to see him put the work in on the field, but from the names and the stats that they both bring, that is a big-time receiving core down there in Pittsburgh right now. Something that they dearly needed because Pickett was down there. He was getting it done, but it's easier to target it on one, than two. And then of that nature, you see the specimen of a man that they just added to this offense. Pittsburgh wasn't slouching in their offense. They just needed more. They still need a tight end. But this wide receiver signing do they still have Najee Harris down there running with them?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, all right, boom. Okay, with a running back with a two receiving man that can get it done. Now it's all about the quarterback that they choose to, have at the helm of that ship.
And DK Metcalf is only 27 years
Yeah,
old.
but you can have DK Metcalf, you can have Antonio Brown, you can have Megatron and all of them. If you ain't got no quarterback, I pretty much think that you can't really get it done.
Well, now that
Somebody got to throw them that ball.
But now that we're speaking about it, now that we have it, also it's been noted that Aaron Rodgers is a possible candidate to land in Pittsburgh. Now,
what happened?
they said he's a possible candidate to land with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So what about Nevada? I thought they was trying to make a play for him.
Nah, but from this reports that's been going, I'm not saying that it's true. I'm not saying, but
It's possible.
There is some smoke there saying that he possibly can land in Seattle. They may be wanting to move.
I don't know.
Russell
Aaron
Wilson.
Rodgers still got the man. I was hyped for Aaron Rodgers last year, man, down there with the Jets, man. I was hyped for him, man. He had some receivers. He had a running back, got a nice offensive line and defense.
Yeah.
And I thought all they was missing was a quarterback until I seen this season just go past. So for me, if they were to acquire Aaron Rodgers, I want to see if Aaron Rodgers can kick the dust off and get back to the Aaron Rodgers I knew that was playing for Green Bay Packers. Because the Aaron Rodgers that left Green Bay, I think he probably stayed in Green Bay because I ain't seen nothing. But hopefully, change brings new attitude. New scenery brings a fresh start, a better, clearer mind. So, if they were to get him and acquire him down there in Pittsburgh, I don't see why he wouldn't want to. But I thought he was going to do the same thing with the Jets, and he didn't do it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Because his boy Fields might start too.
I mean, what you mean?
Justin Fields, they may give him the shot to go ahead and roll.
But I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if he's a more of a passing threat. He likes to run the ball. He's not really get the ball downfield.
You see, he held it down when Russell Wilson was out them games in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I would still think that.
And now that he got more of a supporting cast, maybe, just maybe, Justin Fields could be what he was supposed to be when he got drafted by the Chicago Bears at their high pick.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in regards to them. I just would like to say that the Steelers, they didn't go wrong by trading for this.
No,
receiver.
not at all.
I mean,
not this. I don't even call him a receiver. I call him a specimen.
Okay.
You ever see him with no clothes on? Pause.
No, dude.
Yeah. Hey, we go somewhere and hide in the corner.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, what you mean? I don't want to see nobody with no clothes on. But listen, so also now the Seattle Seahawks, just speak about them for briefly. They get rid of DK Metcalf, then they trade Geno Smith to the Las Vegas Raiders.
They cut Lockett.
Yeah, so they cut Lockett. So now
they're rebuilding, man.
They're in a rebuild stage.
They're in total rebuild mode. Total, absolute. There is zero confidence that I think they're trying to win something this year. No. They're trying to get as many draft picks they can get. What did they trade DK Metcalf, if you don't mind me asking? Was it a hefty ransom, or was it something, something respectful?
So basically, what they did is they flipped 2025 picks in the 6th and 7th rounds
Okay.
And also, you know, they requested, so basically this was like just a draft picks that was involved in this trade. It wasn't nothing, no other names, no big names that was involved in this trade outside DK Metcalf. So they got their receiver, they got their man, and they gave up some draft capital, but it's maybe well worth it. This notably also DK Metcalf was a second round pick in 2029. So
Right.
We gotta see what happens in regards to that. So we'll take a brief break. We'll come back after this commercial break. This show is also sponsored by Mountain Care LLC, Home Care. If you're looking for home care you're in Las Vegas, Nevada, reach out to Mountain Care. It's at 1919 H Street. That's Las Vegas, Nevada. 725-251-3362. 725-251-3362. That's Mountain Care Home Care. So we got some more breaking news. Khalil Mack is back with the Chargers. He just signed a 1-year, $18 million deal with the Chargers to stay in Los Angeles. So he was a previous Defensive Player of the Year 2016. He was contemplating retirement at the end of the season, but decided to come back and give it a go. I think him coming back, he just wants to try to get a championship, I believe, in my opinion. He's worth the money because he is, he's been a dominant figure on the defensive side of the ball, and also he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. So for him to stay with the Chargers again for another year, he might believe in Herbert's ability to possibly get him near to the Super Bowl, or maybe just say, listen, man, I can't turn out $18 million. What's your thoughts on Khalil Mack signing back with the Chargers?
Well, it was like you said. He's getting old. He's getting 34 years old. He had a hell of a career thus far. Only thing is missing is a ring. When you get to that, well, I think anyway, when you get to this age and 35, 36, 37, the light is closing on your career. So now it will be, my thinking anyway would be to get with a team that's contenders. Because the ultimate goal in this sport is to make you some money and get you a championship. Ain't nobody else in it for nothing else. I would think anyway. I know I wouldn't be. So.
You think in it for what you mean? They ain't in it for the money?
No, I said for making money and winning the championship. Okay. That's the two goals that one wants to achieve in their football career. Mm-hmm. And he done made his money. So he want him a ring there. And does he have a chance with the Chargers? Yes, the Chargers got a good defense. They have a good offense. Probably a few pieces here and there go along with it. They probably could make a strong over there in that AFC, a strong run over there in that AFC. So that was a good sign back for Khalil Mack. If he's looking to get a ring there. Yeah. Like I said, he's been in the league for some years now, so he's acquired some money, a lot of it, because he was a good player. So, with that being said, hopefully he is picking the right spot to stay with and try to win him a championship.
Okay, so we'll see what happens. Now, more news. The Panthers just made a big splash. J.C. Horn just reached a 4-year, $100 million deal with the Carolina Panthers. He came out, he was just drafted a number 8 pick in 2021. He's been a dominant figure, so he's just signed back with the Panthers, or got an extension with the Carolina Panthers through the 2029 season. So this deal with him is a $70 million guaranteed. This young guy has been, even though the Panthers struggled early on in the season, this guy has been, someone who's been dominant on the defensive side of the ball. In my opinion, he probably was the top 2-3 cornerbacks in the league as of right now. And I think that he just showed that, being a young kid in his time to lock the Carolina Panthers are a very young team, so it's time for them to lock in their young core so they can make a push. I would look at them to possibly be a lot better than what they were last year. They were terrible last year.
You can't go no further than what they were last year.
Yeah. So, but with him and keeping the young players, they have a lot of young players on the defensive side of the ball and offensive side of the ball, and you lock in your young players like like J.C. Horn, and show that you're willing to keep those players around who are productive.
Yeah, but I think Carolina gonna be some trash the next 2-3 years to come, man. J.C. Horn was a great sign back. This was a great kid out of the University of Southern California. He came and he contributed to their team properly, so this was a must that they signed J.C. Horn back. Because by them trying to go forward, that wouldn't have been accomplished without signing this piece, with a few other pieces that they probably have to sign back right now. But they're still a long ways out, Tawfiq. This is not no, oh no, they signed J.C. Horn, they're contenders now. No, they'll give you a little couple punches in the bout right now, but it's not going to be they're making a run at the NFC Championship or no. And not even at their division, I think.
But if you just look at it, I'm just saying, from my standpoint, what I'm saying is I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying they're going to be in an NFC Championship game with a Super Bowl next year. I'm just saying that
they're doing the right thing.
they're doing the right thing, but locking in their young core. But
Right.
That's how you have to do it. You have to lock in your young core. You got a young quarterback over there, and you have young defensive players that you got through the draft. You want to lock them in, keep them around. So this was a good signing, in my opinion. Anything else you want to add in regards to J.C.
Oh, no, I think it's a good sign, too. I'm just telling you that I don't think they're going to be of any good this year, them as a whole. But it was a great signing to get to where they got to go.
Okay. All right. So also notably, Myles Garrett just re-signed with the Cleveland Browns. Something that we didn't expect, especially after hearing, that the owner declined a meeting with him on multiple occasions. Sometimes you hear things in the media that may not be true. But now, after hearing all of that, he signed back with the Browns. Now, the Browns have been depleted. Quarterback injury. The quarterback had tore his meniscus in his knee, so he's going to be out possibly for the beginning of the season. They weren't very good to begin with, but Myles Garrett was their bright spot. So they had Myles Garrett back. Of course, they paid him some more money. Now he's back with them with the Cleveland Browns. What does this do? A lot of teams were trying to, get him out of the claws of the Cleveland Browns.
Well, what it does is keep another team from benefiting. A team that could have acquired him, that's already a team that's equipped to make a strong playoff run for a Super Bowl. So what it did was paid him a whole bunch of money and kept him in Cleveland. And then it soothed some fears in others because they was wondering who was going to get him or not. So that's what it did. Now he's down there, man. I'm not saying that the Browns can't make a push, but as of right now, they need a whole lot more than Myles Garrett signing back with their team. A whole lot more, Tawfiq. They are not, to me, a team that's looking to go anywhere right now. Now I see that Deshaun Watson has freed up some cap space. Okay, cool. But they used all of it to just pay Myles Garrett just now.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. So they got a record-breaking extension that averages about $40 million per year and includes $123.5 million guaranteed.
And they might need another quarterback.
But as you know, the new NFL deal, collective bargaining, that money is going to hit against. Not going to hit against. It's not going to be something that they have to worry about. It's going to be more money in these new deals, new TV deals that they have. So they understand this. So they're giving them the money now. So you can't complain when the new deal comes in. So I'm giving you the money right now. So you're getting paid right now. So this was a good sign. This was a smart move. It's TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.